Welcome, ladies and gents. So I don't really like seeing these kind of reports, I guess, and interviews from people. So Prey actress Amber Midthunder responds to haters who labelled her Predator movie super woke. Now look, unfortunately, there are going to be people that believe the film is woke regardless. And, you might be one of them, right? Like, I get that. You might be one of them. But just like some people who believe it, wasn't, whatever, they're not interested in hearing the counter argument. I can sit here and go, I don't believe she was a Mary Sue because this and this. Everyone took the Predator down in one way or another. Pretty injured. Brother absolutely brutalized the Predator, and then it got shot in the head. It's clearly a bit dumb by that point, like it's shown to be scuffling around. So there's a lot of logic and reason that I can kind of put out there where I don't believe she was a Mary Sue, and then discussing how the plot threads of how she got to the end point of being able to kill the Predator she picked up all through the movie. Whatever. There's so many things, but ultimately those people aren't interested in hearing it, right? So it's realistically it's just wasted breath. And someone obviously, posed this question to Amber, and then she's obviously responded to it, thinking that this is a really good idea, and it's not, because it's just going to attract negative press to a movie which has actually done really, really, really well. All things considered, it will probably get a sequel, which is fantastic. It doesn't need addressing. There are some things which just don't need addressing. There's not, like literally why address it? I understand these things can kind of get under your skin. I get the odd moron that pops up on my channel saying a whole bunch of nonsense about like the way I look, and I'm like, mate, I'm reviewing a movie. Why are you interested in how big my biceps are, you weirdo? Like, it's not relevant to anything. And if I constantly address those kind of things, people will be like, why are you addressing that? And the same principles here is that some stuff is just not worth addressing, but we'll get into it nonetheless. And just take a look at it. God, bloody, I need to remove that image. Prey actress Amber Midthunder responds to haters who labelled her Predator movie super woke. Honestly, those people have no idea what they're talking about. So let's just check it out, right? So Amber Midthunder has a word for all the Prey haters. Again, it's not fair to call everyone a hater who didn't like it. I honestly will agree that I think some people have a justifiable concern when they see a strong female, right? Because justifiably, like, there is a concern when people see a strong female character written by modern day Hollywood writers, because modern day Hollywood writers have no world life experience. They're not even movie fans, and as such they can't tell stories with strong female characters because they just make them a Mary Sue. They literally just do, because they're idiots, or they're ideologically empowered, or whatever. There's so many issues at hand, right? So I understand that there's a concern, and like I said, justifiably too. So to label people a hater is it's very disingenuous. And I'd say this, people are always going to say stuff, but that's just noise. Honestly, those people have no idea what they're talking about, she tells people. First of all, I feel really proud of our movie, and I think director Dan Trachtenberg is an incredible filmmaker. He's made something that people can eat their words over. I think a lot of people thought our movie would be some super woke, F the patriarchy kind of story. And that's not what it's about at all. Now, FYI, I was one of these people. I wasn't like, this is going to be. I was like, hey, look, this has got all the recipe of being super woke. But it's also, and you can go back, because a lot of people are like, you eating your words. Fuck off. Go back and look at my videos where I'm like, there's actually a lot of positives. Dan Trachtenberg is a good director. He knows how to handle strong females. Because he did 10 Cloverfield Lane, which has a really good strong female storyline, right? Mary Elizabeth Winstead in that film. He got an epic performance. Out of everyone involved in that movie, John Goodman's performance was just astounding, right? A lot of positives. And I said that from the start. And I always said, it remains to be seen. We will see, because there's negatives and positives. We don't know which side of the coin it will land. But yeah, like, I think to say that there was a point for concern is important. But then the movie came out. And I think if you sort of went into it with an open mind, maybe you'd see it differently. I don't know. But she does say, that's not what it's all about. It's not a girl defying what men say she can and can't do. It's literally an individual who feels called to something, and the people who know her don't think that is her calling. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, she's just in denial, blah, 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 shut up. I actually think that's a really good way of looking at it, because they say, like, well, why do you want to hunt? She goes, well, because you will think I can't. But she also clearly thinks she can. She clearly wants to. And, she does literally see the Thunderbird or whatever coming down. She's like, that's a sign. That is my sign. I can hunt. This is my calling. So I think that's a really good way to explain it. That is so much more personal. And I think as the characters, harder to deal with than anything. So, now they say this as well. People don't know a lot about native history, period. So they don't know what kind of warriors we were. There are people who don't even know that there are different tribes or languages. So already, that's coming from a place of ignorance. Then you look at it and go, oh, no, man, Comanche were really, really, really great warriors. So that's just talking about, Comanche in general. They were known for being some of the fiercest warriors of all. And they did have female warrior society. So there were women that fought and hunted. So, yeah, I think you look at that and you just tell yourself, all right, whatever. People are always going to say stuff. I'm proud of what we did. I think, like, in fairness, I think it's really good. I think the fact that they put, like, haters in quotes, I don't see that. Like, I don't see the quote where she said haters. I could be misreading, but I didn't see that. So I think that's a bit disingenuous that the article itself, actually put that there. I like this as an explanation. I think this is pretty decent. I've explained many, many times why I don't think it's woke, why I don't think she's a Mary Sue. She wasn't exactly the best at everything. She's pretty shit at a lot of stuff and then learned as she went along. But, I guess some people will see it, differently. I still stand by the fact I think, like, there's a certain part of this movie where, like, most Predator movies do a disservice to the first one and the struggle involved. But I guess the way around it is to explain that they're just different predators. So some are easier than others. Maybe. We just seem like... Maybe the Jungle Hunter was just one of the best predators ever. I guess. That's why, Dutch really struggled. I mean, that Predator took a lot down. A hell of a lot down. The Predator and Prey didn't really do a lot. Didn't take a lot down. It was just sort of like figuring out what's what. But whatever. I digress. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Would genuinely love to hear it. So cheers, ladies and gents. Thoughts down below. Follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description box. Take care.